Hi, my name is Mihai Pohontu. I run Emerging Platforms. This is a group that is based in Mountain View. We're about 80 people strong, and our primary mission is to support the software ecosystem around Samsung products. We do this in a number of ways. We organize developer events. We have a publishing team that manages the store in United States, a business development group, a production team, and an operations team.
Samsung's Galaxy App Store seems like both a brave and fresh alternative to other packaged marketplaces. What has been your experience with it so far, and what do you think it could mean to indie development teams as a unique key to success?
First of all, thank you for qualifying it as fresh and brave. I love that, and I think it's absolutely true. We do have an indie focus. We would like our store to be positioned as an alternative marketplace to the traditional app stores, and that alternative means that we would love to promote content that sometimes doesn't make the light of day in these other marketplaces, but nevertheless deserves to be featured, deserves to be promoted. As such, we have a real focus on indie games, and I'm proud to say we promoted quite a few of them in the past, and we hope to do more of that in the future.
Samsung Gear VR was bundled with many S7 smartphones during its recent and very notorious launch. It also made a great impact at MWC, and its ongoing TV ad is perhaps the first true mainstream sign in Europe, indicating a new wave that VR is coming. What is Samsung's role in this newly open market space and the opportunity for growth it presents?
So the Gear VR for us is it's an incredible device. Samsung has been an innovator in the VR space since the early days. We're the first one to launch commercially a VR device in partnership with Oculus. And we will continue to invest in that technology and to evolve it over time. I can tell you that for us, VR is a connected experience to the mobile device. Obviously, we use the mobile phone to power the VR device, and we're seeing that this pairing creates a positive effect not just for the VR space. It allows us to sell a VR device at a much lower price point than otherwise would be possible, but also it has a positive effect on the sales of mobile devices. We have, as you mentioned, we have as part of the pre-sale of the Galaxy S7, our flagship device, we have bundled that with a Gear VR. So effectively, Gear VR was offered free of cost. And that actually drove a lot more people to purchase the device ahead of the launch, and that positive effect is immeasurable for a company like Samsung that sells so many mobile devices.
Do you think VR will be a profitable enterprise for Samsung, and where is the tipping point for you, and when do you think it will be reached?
Yeah, VR already is a profitable market for us, not just through the sale of the unit itself, but as I explained, there's a very positive dynamic there where if we bundled the pre-release mobile device with a VR hardware, that actually increases the sales that the company generates. We're happy to say that VR as a standalone technology continues to be a focus for the company. We're investing heavily in services. We have created a platform called Milk VR that attempts to be a video portal for spherical video, and that will continue to develop. We've sourced a lot of great content, and actually we're permanently looking for creators to contribute their wares to us. We're looking for great games to be created for the Gear VR, and then we think that our device is truly positioned to be the first mass market VR device available.
Regarding the greater VR ecosystem, where and when do you feel fully mobile VR will come in?
In our case, mobile VR absolutely is here. The mobile device powers virtual reality, even though our Gear VR device is not as technically proficient as some of our direct competitors like the Rift or the Vive, it is perfectly suited for video. It of course offers games, but here's the good news. Mobile VR will continue to develop at a fast pace as these devices become more powerful in time. So, current estimates show that by 2020, the mobile device will have more processing power, GPU at the GPU level, than a PlayStation 4. Right? It will effectively be as good of a gaming device as a console would be. So, mobile VR is here to stay. We're absolutely in that space currently through our partnership with Oculus. And the experience of VR will continue to improve as the mobile device becomes, improves over time.
What has the feedback been so far with the Gear VR device? And specifically, what are the reactions been like from people who are early adopters of cutting-edge phones, but who are not necessarily into VR? How can you tell us, and what can you tell us about the partnership with Oculus and potential plans for the future?
Excellent question. I have to tell you that part of our team's mission is to organize developer events, right? So every time that we travel to a new conference and we organize a booth where the Gear VR is featured, it attracts enormous attention from the developer community. And this has been the case for the past 2 years, and it absolutely continues. So the reaction of the community is exuberant. It is absolutely extraordinary, and it makes us even more excited about the future of this technology and of Samsung's role within it.
Some say AR is something that will be fully realized as the next big thing after the first wave of VR. Is that something you're investigating as well? If so, how might that be introduced?
Okay. We, again, another great question. We are extremely excited about augmented reality. It is my personal belief that it will be an even greater opportunity than virtual reality. I think it will have very good applications to fields like education and in the enterprise space and communication. So AR is absolutely an area of focus and research at Samsung. We're not yet ready to make any clear announcements in this space, but stay tuned. All those are coming.
Besides mobile, VR, and potentially AR, what other emerging platforms would you recommend content developers keep an eye on? And specifically, referring to games, how do you find other gears such as the S2 smartwatch are increasingly popular drones as a gaming platform?
I think an untapped opportunity for game makers is the Internet of Things, so IoT in short. IoT for Samsung means a complex array of devices. It's a connected home. It can be a fridge, a smart fridge with the ability to control various factors inside the house. We have this technology called SmartThings. That allows you to customize your house and effectively control your many devices around the house, the lights, the blinds, the doors from the internet. And for a game maker, I think that opens a new possibility. It's a new frontier. Imagine potentially designing a horror experience that takes full advantage of what happens inside the house. The blinds may shutter, the doors may open, the air conditioning may be blowing really cold air, the lights may flicker, and all of these are part of the game experience. It could make the entire game feel more immersive and real. But that's just me. I'm not a game designer. Just me kind of theorizing about the opportunities in the IoT space. We would love to see more designers actively tackling this. So I think that's the next frontier. Beyond VR or AR, is how do we integrate the IoT, our environment, into the game experience in a seamless and powerful way.
With expertise acquired across both TV, smart devices, and VR, including both hardware and application game environments, is it possible that we'll see Samsung pitching its own console or handheld device as another emerging platform?
2 points on this question. First of all, Samsung has this incredible advantage of having leading products in every category, right? So you mentioned mobile, tablet, we have TV, we have Internet of Things, we have wearables, we have also VR, and in the future there will be other platforms that we inhabit. So the opportunity for a game developer is to create an ecosystem play, to define that experience in a cross-platform fashion. I think going back to the idea of when will Samsung create its own console, I don't think that Samsung needs to do that. I mentioned earlier that the processing power of our mobile phones will soon arrive at or surpass the power of the current generation of consoles. So effectively the mobile device is a console. Effectively today, not at some point in the distant future, today the mobile phone is perfectly capable of delivering a very good casual experience, right? That you can then beam to TVs, that you can play using the mobile device, but have it displayed on a large screen. So that is absolutely something kind of an incredible opportunity, and I hope that answers your question.
What do you think about consoles seemingly adopting a business and production model similar to your high-end smartphones with more regular hardware updates, such as the widely rumored PS4K?
I think that's a great idea. First of all, from an industry angle, I would say anything that we can do to maintain some consistency to our platforms and not have to do a complete overhaul every so many years, launching a new generation of consoles or with a new with a new operating system, with a new hardware configuration. I think, and just augmenting what we already have and adapting it to current needs. I think I salute that. I think that's a good idea. Again, from Samsung's perspective, we are just invested in making sure that our mobile devices and indeed our ecosystem devices, they work seamlessly across platform. They also are as powerful as the market demand is for them. And I think we're right there on the cusp of delivering incredible experiences through the mobile device to the rest of the screens in our life.
What are the main synergies and possibilities developers are working toward at events such as your upcoming SDC conference? And what has been your experience so far working to strengthen your own developer environment for a wide range of platforms?
I'll start with the last part of the question, and then I'll drive it towards Samsung Developer Conference. But if we're looking at our team's mission, right, to strengthen the software ecosystem around Samsung products, we have been very focused on awareness, getting the message out to developers, but also on building the business case for partnering with Samsung, right? So we talk to the developers about coming into our store and getting some free promotion. We have 20 million MAUs in the US store that we manage, 90 million MAUs in Galaxy apps worldwide. There's a significant chunk of the paying Android population. We over-index in revenue generation on the Android platform. So that's a really good market to play in. And it's a less complex market than the broader Android space. And so, first step, for developers, come in, get promoted, make some good money from working with us within the Galaxy apps ecosystem. Beyond that, it's topical business development opportunities. It may be customizing your app to support one of our device launches in return for even further promotion. And the ultimate expression of partnership for us is Made for Samsung. This is a co-development program that we've created that is centered here in Mountain View and well supported from within our organization. And that means creating exclusive content for our platform that enables developers to access the best-in-breed opportunities. So especially for game makers, we are definitely looking for their content. And beyond that, Samsung Developer Conference is the #1 opportunity we've created to get the message out to the developers. Fantastic event organized in San Francisco with 3,000 developers attending. Actually, this year we're expecting 5,000 plus. and the array of technologies on display, array of business executives available to meet with developers and to explore the next big opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. Rethink what a phone can do.